How to Prepare My Child for French Language School by Mayer-Crittenden and Jasmine Leduc. This clip is intended for parents who have enrolled their child in a French language school and are looking for tips on how to better prepare their child to navigate the French school system. Did you know that French language schools were established by and for Francophones to ensure the survival of this beautiful language? It was only in 1968, with the adoption of Bill 140, that the provincial government legalized teaching entirely in French at the elementary level. In fact, the first French language school board was not established until 1984, only 37 years ago. Did you know that when both parents are Francophone, French is transmitted to the children in 95% of cases, whereas it is transmitted in 42% of cases when one of the parents is not Francophone. For very young children, the early experiences and environments in which children develop can have a lasting impact on their success in school and in life. Here's how you can help your child before he or she arrives at a French language school. Since a child's vocabulary in kindergarten can predict his or her academic performance in grade 12, it is very important to ensure that your child has a good vocabulary in his or her first language, for example, English. To increase their vocabulary, you can read children's books regularly. In fact, parents who read a picture book to their children every day provide an exposure of approximately 78,000 words per year. The concepts associated with new vocabulary words transfer from one language to another. For example, if you are teaching your children the concepts associated with hiking, such as backpacking, outdoors, discovery, walking, terrain, hikers, difficult, climbing, weather, trail, map, etc., you can explain the meaning of these words in your language so that your child will better understand the concept. Once your child understands the concept and meaning of words in their first language, it will be much easier to learn these words in French. Like Daniel T. Willingham said, "Children remember what they think about." You can also introduce these words in French even if you don't know them. Here are some links that will help you. They are also written in the description box below. It's kind of like the idea of the iceberg. What is under the water is the concept, and over the water, the vocabulary. When your child understands the concept, it will be easier for him or her to learn the words in different languages. In addition, the more exposure a child has to French, the better their vocabulary will be in that language. Listen to the clip entitled "Language Exposure Matters" for more details. By age 4, your child should know about 1,500 words in total. This can be a mixture of 2 languages. He or she should be able to produce increasingly complex sentences with words such as when, but, and, etc. He or she should be able to talk about imaginary, past, or future situations. Your child should be able to use pronouns like I, you, me, we, they, them, and ask a lot of questions like where, what, why, and how. They should also be able to read or even write their first name. Your child should be able to understand instructions such as go get your boots and your coat. He or she should be able to understand words like before, after, and recognize many symbols like Amazon, iTunes, McDonald's, etc. Here are some strategies to help improve your child's oral communication in your native language. Pay attention when your child talks to you. Get your child's attention before you speak. Praise your child when he or she tells you something. Show your child that you understand what he or she is saying. Take a break after speaking. This gives your child a chance to respond. Continue to help your child learn new words. Say a new word and tell them what it means, or use it in a way that helps them understand. For example, you can use the word vehicle instead of car. You can say, "I think I'll drive the vehicle to the store. I'm too tired to walk." You can do this in your native language, even if it isn't French. Then, you can do a little research on the internet to find the translation of some words in French, for example, by using DeepL Translator. Keep it fun. Playing with new words is challenging and exciting. Talk about the location of things using words like first, middle, and last, or right and left. Talk about opposites like up and down or on and off. Ask your child to guess what you are describing. Say, "We use it to sweep the floor," and ask them to find the broom. Say, "It's cold and sweet and good for dessert. I like the strawberry flavor," to get them to guess ice cream. Work on groups of objects or categories. Find the item that doesn't belong in a group. For example, a shoe doesn't go with an apple and orange because you can't eat it, it's not round, and it's not a fruit. Help your child follow 2 or 3 step instructions. Use words like "go to your room" and "bring me back your book." Play games with your child like house. Let them be the parent and you pretend to be the child. Talk about the different rooms and furniture in the house. Watch movies together on TV or a tablet. You can watch them in French. One suggestion is to listen to them in your native language, if possible, before watching them in French. Talk about what your child is watching. Have them guess what might happen next. Talk about the characters. Are they happy or sad? Ask them to tell you what happened in the story. Act out a scene together or make up a different ending. Use everyday tasks to learn the language. For example, talk about the foods on their menu, their color, texture, and taste when you are in the kitchen. Talk about where to put things. Ask your child to put the napkin on the table, in their lap, or under the spoon. Go shopping together. Talk about what you're going to buy, how many things you need, and what you're going to do. Talk about sizes, shapes, and weight. All of these activities ensure the development of a rich and diverse vocabulary, which will greatly help your child do better in French school. Don't forget to expose your child to the French language as much as possible through audiobooks, songs, nursery rhymes, TV shows, family members, French summer camps, etc. The more exposure your child has to French, the better he or she will do in French language school. You may also listen to the following podcast episodes for more information on the importance of vocabulary.